from the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, we've hit the maximum temperature today of 70 degrees, but some interesting numbers, you could say, that Stacia found for us. In the last 10 years, this is going to go down as the second warmest Valentine's Day. And in the last 20 years, the third warmest. And in the last 30 years, the fifth warmest. It's kind of interesting to note because, I mean, obviously, we're still in the winter, supposedly, but not too often do we get to see temperatures that warm. But who is complaining? What a great day for that to happen. So we're all pretty pleased with that. As far as looking at data and what's happening across the area, most of the information for tonight is going to be the fact that we had just a nice day. And because of that nice day, it's still pretty much going to be nice this evening. Today's highs across the entire state were in the 60s to around 70 degrees. Not too bad. And as we look at what's going on right now, we're still in the 60s. The south wind's been blowing all day long. Have a couple of 59s coming in around Clinton and also down around the Hobart area. Tonight through the morning hours, not a lot happening. We have a weak boundary coming through, and that'll allow temperatures to be dropping off a little bit more to the north and west. In fact, the Panhandle will be down in the 20s, while here in the southeastern part of the state, we'll be in the mid-40s. And then as we work our way through the daytime hours, it's kind of a wind that'll veer from the northeast in the morning to east-southeast in the afternoon. So there's no real cold air coming in from the north yet. That will change on Friday, but we're still going to manage upper 50s to low 60s, so that's looking pretty good. Then, as we look on into Friday morning, a secondary part of this front starts to come on in. You see those blue arrows, and so that's the beginning of colder air. So we're going to be pretty mild in the morning for this time of year. And then during the day, those cold north winds blow on in, and in fact, 54 will probably be the high temperature around, I'd say, about 2 o'clock, and then it should be falling into the 40s by about 5 o'clock, but just wanted to point out, it'll be pretty good, but the winds, and it's going to make it colder feeling. And then on Saturday, we're looking for basically a chilly to cold day. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 40s, maybe a few degrees warmer out to the west. And of course, remember, Martin Luther King Parade that was rescheduled is this Saturday at 11 o'clock. It is cold, but the winds will be a lot lighter, and it is better weather than what it was originally scheduled for on Martin Luther King Day. So we're going to be happy about that. As far as Sunday, a nice rebound already, 50s to near 60 degrees, and so that is pretty awesome. Any chance of rain will be mainly east of Tulsa for Friday morning. There is a chance some drizzle in the morning here, and then that should move on out. Then we have another slight chance next Monday as a storm system comes in, and then a bigger storm system late Wednesday and Thursday of next week. But there is some warm weather to be included in this. Check this out. This is pretty awesome. So we're going to get cold, unfortunately, on Saturday. But we'll continue to be way above normal as we go into next week. We'll be in the 75 to 80 degree area as we go on into probably Wednesday or Thursday of this next week. That's like crazy warm. And then we do drop off a little bit. But as we end February, remember we have an extra day in February for leap year. And beginning of March is not all that bad. So there's no super cold air coming in. Only other thing I wanted to mention was you can see this little bright white in these areas. Those are the area lakes, and their temperatures are in the 40s. While today's highs were in the 70 degree area, the satellite picture was able to pick up where the lakes were because the lakes were so much colder than the land. All right, tonight, beautiful night. If you're headed out the door, looks great. Tomorrow morning, not bad. 54 at noontime, 62 in the afternoon. There's colder there on Friday. And then Saturday is the cold day, and that's followed by an increasingly warm day, President's Day on Monday, and then we're moving on up in the upper 70s potentially by Wednesday. And that's like holy cow weather.
That is. This time of year for sure.
Yes, it is.
I'm afraid we're going to pay for it, but we'll worry about that later.
So far, so good.
Yes. Thanks, Travis.